What has gone on here? Nope. Is it that one? Oh, for God's sake. Bear with me, people. Bear with. I've buggered this up. Oh, God. That should work. Right, people. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream on the channel. We're back live. We're talking the Reds. We're talking the preview with Atletico Madrid. And yeah, I'm looking forward to today's stream. Can't lie. We're going to be reacting to some clips. We're going to be talking about the game, my score prediction, my lineup prediction. Big up to everyone in the chat. As always, make sure when you're jumping into the stream, you're hitting the likes, you're subscribing to the channel, because YouTube over the past week hasn't been pushing notifications. It hasn't been doing any of that sort of thing. So yeah, every single like and every single thing will very much help. So yeah, we're gonna be discussing a couple of things in today's streams. We've got a couple of streams today actually. We've got, so obviously this preview now. We've got a show with my man Touchline later in about just over 2 hours. So we're probably gonna be live on here for about an hour and a half. Hour and a half to 2 hours, I suppose. And then we're gonna go over to that stream where we're gonna chat a bit about us personally. We're gonna take the piss out of Man United, of course. And yeah, let's get into it then. Big up to everyone, man. Hit the likes. Make sure you subscribe and let's get into the chat. Big up to QT Mods. Big up to Katie. Big up to LFC for Life 66. I'm doing good, mate. I hope you're doing well yourself. Big up to Curtis. You're excited for the UCL back. How can you not be excited, mate? How can you not be excited for the champs? Yes, Jacob. Hope you are doing well as well, my guy. So yeah, Champions League is back. Oh yes, it's back, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I did do a preview, like a bite-sized preview on my channel earlier. So if you want to watch that as well, you can more than do so as well. So, and Yeah, let's get into the preview then. So obviously we've got Atletico Madrid tomorrow. I'm really excited for the champs. You got some good games on tonight. You got the Bilbao, PSV, Benfica today. Some really, really good ties. I'm going to be doing a watch along with the Bilbao Arsenal and potentially Real Madrid against Marseille. So some interesting ones in there. Then you got some big games over the coming days. And yeah, we've got Atletico Madrid and Liverpool. We all know they're big games. I mean, we've had some pretty big games with them over the years. I mean, you look back to the Adrian one in particular, you probably go to the one where we actually went to the Metropolitan and won a couple of years ago. I remember Naby Keita scored an absolute beauty in that game. We won 3-2. Yeah, I'm honestly excited for the Champions League because I feel like it's going to be a fresher pressure for Liverpool. Because I feel like, a lot of the fan base are panicking, this, and that. I'm like, look, relax. This is our competition. This is our competition. And I think we're going to turn up in it. I really, really do. I do think we are going to massively turn up in this competition like we always do. But if you are new to the stream and you like Liverpool content, we do daily previews, daily reactions. I want to keep bringing back the live shows on the channel. So, yeah. Yes, reacts 4-1 tomorrow. I mean, yeah, mate, I would certainly take a 4-1 victory. I certainly would take a 4-1 victory. 110% I would take a 4-1 victory. But yeah, I wanted to go through a couple of things. Apparently, Julian Alvarez is out injured. Nice graphic, this by Liverpool. Canate is the graphic. Well, we've actually got some news on Canate. He looks like he's been going around saying a couple of things on Twitter, on Instagram. So yeah, we're going to chat about all of that as well, and also we're going to be reacting to a couple this particular clip I saw, and yeah, I want to react to that. So we're going to react to all of those things. So let's get into the preview then. So obviously we've got Atletico Madrid tomorrow. As it stands, Arne Slot, I believe, hasn't done his press conference. I can actually check to see when that is. When is his press conference? Let me have a look. Because I know the Champions League games, we always tend to do press conferences at night. So yeah, I mean, yeah, there is a press conference in literally 2 hours. So Slot will obviously give his updates, but obviously a couple of things have been released in terms of, the news around the club and all that good things. So yeah, man, I'm excited. Isak debut potentially. Yeah, there's so many things to get excited about around this football club. And I think a lot of the fans should be excited as well. But let's move on to the form. So obviously we're coming into this game with four wins in a row, 2 clean sheets, and the fan base are an absolute meltdown. People are acting like we're coming into this game with 1 win, just like Atletico Madrid, and those are dropping points and playing poorly. Yes, I get it. Our performances haven't been great, but what have we been doing? We've been picking up results. What's the most important thing? Results. Liverpool could play poorly for every single game in the season. If they went on to win the league or the Champions League, I genuinely won't care. I genuinely won't care. Do you really think when I'm celebrating at the bus parade or watching us lift it in the stadium or whatever, I'll be thinking, nah, damn, man, we've not played well. Oh, God. Yeah, I can't celebrate this. We've not played well. No, I'm not going to give an absolute flying toss. You genuinely if you give me 5 out of 10 performances, but Liverpool won, I'm taking that over an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10 performance, but we drop points. Like, come on, man. Like, what we're doing here, I think we all need to just take a chill pill, take a relax. Nursing a late night. Yeah, hope you're well, my guy. Hope you're well. Big up to yourself, QT mods all the time in the chat, buddy. And yeah, thank you so much for becoming a member of the channel as well yesterday. Absolute big up to you, mate, as always. But look, chat, it's exciting times, man. It's really is exciting times. And obviously for Atletico Madrid, you know, they've lost once. They beat Villarreal at the weekend and 2 draws in there. I've been watching some of their highlights, and I will be honest, they're not really playing well. A bit like us, really. Where both teams are not really in fantastic form in terms of a performance-based. But obviously, we are picking up results. According to Football, Alexander Isak is obviously, I don't know why it says personal reasons / doubt. They need to update that. It looks like Arne Slot is going to be giving him 45 minutes. Alexis McAllister and Curtis Jones, we obviously are going to find out later in the press conference as to regards to that. And obviously, this is the big Champions League table. I did do a predictions video, so if you want to go and watch that as well, where I predicted all the games in the Champions League as well. Head-to-head in this game, in the Champions League, is actually 2-2 in terms of wins. Obviously, you know, they beat us, you know, in the first leg of the round of the 16, 1-0. And then obviously, what was the lineup for that game? Wow. Yeah. That game's still that's one of the only games in. I would genuinely say, if you had to pick 10 games in your lifetime that annoyed you as a Liverpool fan, I'll put Atletico Madrid in there, because I think if we had to beat them, we genuinely go on to win the tournament. I do. And obviously we lost 3-2. Adrian just far in the bed. And obviously we beat them 3-2. Naby Keita, man, I remember. Yeah, Keita did score in this game. And what a peach of a goal that was, I remember. What was the lineup in that game? Keita, Hendo, Milner, you know. Matip, Firmino, who came on? Nico Williams, Oxlade Chamberlain. Who else was on the bench? Taki Minamino, wow. Yeah, they had a red card as well. Griezmann scores 2 and gets sent off. And then obviously it was 2-0 Anfield. That was the game where Henderson scored. Was it not Henderson? Oh no, he scored against AC Milan. Yeah, he scored against AC Milan. And obviously our boy Jota scored in that game, man. Yeah, man, it's going to be emotional because, again, it's the first night in the UCL without our boy Jota, and we know how good he was in the Champions League. I mean, you saw in his Champions League debut when he scored a hat-trick. Yeah, it's going to be very, very sad. Obviously, yeah, we won that game. That was finally 1-5-2. But yeah, 2-0 we won on the day. That day, Felipe, another red card. Hey, could there be a hat-trick of red cards in a row in this game? There could potentially. Who knows? I don't know how you guys feel about it, guys, but I feel like we win big tomorrow. I actually feel, genuinely, I did it in my predictions. I said, in my opinion, we win 2-0. Hence why I said this. And obviously in the preview, I said 2-0 Liverpool. I think we win 2-0. I think we get another clean sheet under our belt. Look, Liverpool should always be winning at Anfield. And I don't fit anyone at Anfield. Like Real Madrid, Barcelona, like genuinely anyone. Liverpool playing at Anfield in a Champions League night, I'm always going to back us to win. I mean, in my lifetime, Liverpool have been very, very good in the Champions League. Maybe not so early in my early years. I remember us finishing literally, I think it was at 3rd in the groups after we went. I think it was the 2014 year, because that was the year I think We got slapped by Real Madrid, wasn't it? 3-0. Pretty sure that was Gerrard's last UCL game, not? No. Against some of your comments. One impresses if we have maximum points with the new players that didn't even get to gel yet. Yeah. I'll be honest with you, mate. I really don't understand the craziness of people panicking right now. I think it's it's a bit mad. I feel like Florian Wirtz is going to do really well in this game. Florian Wirtz does very well in the Champions League, and he was like that last year for for Leverkusen. I think he got like 6 goals and a couple of assists as well. So yeah, let me so many likes we're on 12 likes. Go, we can get to 20, man. We can get to 20 team predictions. Let's see. You want me to do team predictions? Well, this is just a chill preview, really. We're just going to chat about the game. Should we do a team preview? In my video, I said Alisson. I said Virgil van Dijk. I said Konate. I'll fill out the gaps where we know who's definitely going to play there. I think all the other places are genuinely up for grabs. In my preview, I said Conor Bradley. I just think simply because, I look at it from a standpoint of view of I think McAllister is the reason why I think Bradley plays right back, because I think Szoboszlai goes into midfield. We don't know what has happened to McAllister, and to be honest, I can just see a world where we just simply rest him for the derby. At left back, I actually went Andy Robertson. There was not him. There's a tweet I saw this morning that you're going to see a lot more rotation between Robertson and Milos Kerkez. I think you're going to see the same here. I think Robertson actually does start just simply due to the factor of I think Kerkez needs a bit more time bedding in, and I think a couple of appearances from the bench will do him naturally good. I think you saw that with Robertson when he actually first came into the club. You have to remember, guys, Kerkez is only 21, very inexperienced. Yes, he had a very good, respected season at Bournemouth, but ultimately, he's still got to prove his way at Liverpool. I think in the 10, you will see Florian Wirtz, and then up top, Hugo Ekitike. I do think Alexander Isak will come off the bench to get minutes. And again, I agree. Yeah, Robertson did look very good when he came on. He looked absolutely fantastic. He absolutely looked fantastic when he came on. When he came on against Burnley, very good. I actually thought he just showed his experience and just did quite a job. And I've said this a couple of times. I actually think Robertson could have a very good season from the bench, because I feel like he's not going to be playing every week. The intensity is not going to wane and drain on his legs. So therefore, I actually feel like an appearance from him from the bench or two is going to be very, very good for him. Very, very good. There are overreactions over individual players, but the lack of intensity in the first half is poor. Corner deliveries are legit longer-term team issues. Let me break down. So the overreactions I agree. The overreactions are from the individuals, from Florian Wirtz, Milos Kerkez, players like that, but the lack of intensity in the first half, some poor corner deliveries. We've seen this many times over last season, mate. Liverpool started games incredibly slow. Second half, they seem to kick into gear. How many times last season did we go 1-0 down? Southampton, Brighton, we went 1-0 down and ended up slapping these teams in the second half. So from a starting center point of view, it's nothing really new in terms of from a starting point of view. I agree with you on certain aspects of The intensity and in terms of lack of creating chances when dominating possession, like the Burnley game, I couldn't really think of many opportunities where I was like, "Whoa, the keeper made a really, really good save there." Do you get what I'm saying? I think that's the one thing. A lot of our shots are just mid chances. We wasn't really creating any opportunities for the goalkeeper. Even last year, Wolves on West Ham. Which West Ham game? Because I remember in the Carabao Cup we slapped them, and we slapped them away. Both of them was like 5-0 and 5-1. So are you on about the home fixture where we went 1-0 up and it was 1-1? I feel like that at that point of the season we knew we was going to win the Premier League. No, do you get what I'm saying? But now there's no reason for us to be concerned. The home game, yeah, I get you, man. I 100% get you. I think Szoboszlai will score a few this year because he's taking shots now and free kicks. I agree. I think that was one thing I really picked up on in that game. Szoboszlai actually taking that more of a freelance risk, actually wanting to shoot, which is something I want to see. It's something I want to see in my players, especially when Szoboszlai does have the capability of shooting from range, scoring them long shots. We've seen it a couple of times for Liverpool Football Club. We've seen it a couple of times where Szoboszlai has scored absolute crackers. I remember in his first season, the Aston Villa game, his first goal. But I remember the Leicester in the Carabao Cup, and obviously the free kick of recent. He has it in his locker, and I would hope he would use it more to an advantage because he does certainly have it. Very, very much. But this is the team I do think will ultimately definitely play the game. But look, it's Champions Leagues. It's Champions League night. What can you not be gassed about? Obviously, Alexander Isak is now pictured in training, looking happy, preparing against the game. I do think he will get a good amount of minutes against Atletico. I think the manager even confirmed that I think he confirmed it at the Burnley game as well, which was good because ultimately I want to see him play. I really, really do. So yeah, smash these likes up, guys. Come on. Yeah, I think we will go with this team 100%. How many minutes for Isak? I think Alexander Isak gets. I think Isak will get about 45 minutes, like the manager said. I think he gets 60. I don't think he gets 60. I think Slot said he's ready for 40 minutes. It was very interesting in terms of when he spoke about Isak the other day, of he's not ready to play 3 matches. Slot would rather play him for 40 minutes and then maybe a rest and then 40 minutes rather than 15 minutes. So then you rather build that up naturally. And he was asked, when does he think he'd be fully fit and firing into the team? And he said he's effectively in week 2 of pre-season. So he's probably a good, I would say, month away. I would look to probably the Chelsea game. The Chelsea game is probably when he's next going to start. I think, big up to N90 in the house, man. If you're free, mate, you can jump on if you like. But I do think, when thinking about this with Isak, I'm looking at our fixtures, right? I'm looking at our fixtures. Bear with me while I pull these up. Fixtures. I'm thinking, look, he'll get 40 minutes against Atletico Madrid. I think he gets some minutes against Everton. Again, I think he gets some minutes against Southampton. I think the Chelsea game is where I think he will be up to speed, or the Man U game. People are saying, oh, yeah, he'll be fit and ready by next week. No, he's not. Listen to what the manager's saying. Because he's only in week 2 of pre-season. When did we start pre-season? The 7th of July. We didn't start playing games until 2 weeks later. So he's effectively 2 weeks behind from getting decent, amount of minutes. And then obviously, after pre-season, you normally have about 1 week into the Premiership. So I think he's genuinely about 3 weeks away from starting games in terms of back-to-back on a regular basis. So obviously we have to build him up. I think Gakpo will be taken off for Isak, and Isak pushed to the left on the 60-minute mark. Yeah, I can definitely see that, because I think Slot will want to stylistically try what is Ekitike like on the left with Alexander Isak in the 9. But yeah, big up the chat, man. Let's get these likes up and make sure you're subscribing. Oops. Guys, I do want to react to a clip as well. But yeah, get your predictions in down below. Let's start a poll, actually. How many minutes? No, actually. Do you think Isak will get min 40 minutes? I think also the timing of the game. I think Slot will also manage and watch the game when is the best time to bring him on. As also, because I think if it's level or 0-0, it depends on how Atletico Madrid are playing as well. I think you have to take these things into consideration. Regarding Kirkis, he has cost us 1 goal at Newcastle, but Robert cost us several goals, at least 1 red last season. The only way the kid is going to mature is with game time. But then I think also a kick up the arse would also help him as well. I would also, him watching Andy Robertson would also give him experience as well. Do you get where I'm going with this? So I think there's many aptitudes or verts for Isak and Ekitike. Behind Isak, yeah. Kirk has played up to the hype. The kid needs to sit down and learn to calm down. Yes, he can get a bit aggy. He can get a bit reckless. I think that's something he's going to have to learn and mature on, ultimately. But yeah. Guys, if you're new, make sure you're subscribing, because we're literally 3 subs away from 2,330. So yeah, also hit that like button. But to have a bit of fun, we'll come back to the Champions League. On the Burnley game, I do actually want to react to a couple of these clips of these all reactions. The haters' reactions. Let's whack this on.
Meet the new Status Pro. Pick up the Google Pixel 10 Pro XL with O2 and save up to £700. Plus, get an extra £200 when you trade in. From under 46...
To Frimpong. No, that's a handball, no? You fucking idiot! You animal! Animal! You had one job! You had one job, bro! You had one job! You had one job! You wallahi! Yeah! Oh, my game's not even started! My game's not even started, man!
You didn't even start well. You didn't even start in the man. Your game didn't even start in the Manchester Derby, mate. It was over from a minute ago.
The game's not even started.
Mate, how's it going over there?
Oh,
Please, don't have it, fam.
oh my God. Salah's gonna start pad. He's gonna start pad this stinker. Salah. Wallahi, Salah. If you start pad this, wallahi, I'm finished. Football's finished. Yeah, idiot. He's done nothing all game.
Oh, the game's gone, isn't it? The game's gone.
The game's gone.
The game's gone.
The game's gone. Game's gone. Where is it?
Where is it?
Where's what?
It's gone. Game's gone. Game's gone.
It was in our hands, but then he disappeared.
That in itself just shows how far gone the game has gone.
The game's gone. So
Just trying to figure out where.
the game's gone.
The game's gone.
Fuck, man.
How's the game gone?
Oh, he's giving it. Oh my Christ. Oh my Christ. Talk about Liverpool. I can't speak. That is incredible. Ex-Man United player Maybury. What is he doing? What an idiot. You can't say anything other than it's a penalty. What a...
There it is, penalty. What did I tell you, look? What did I tell you, look? I told you. And what did I say? I said, hands behind your back. Keep your hands behind your back. Liverpool going to get a penalty. I told you. I watch way too much football, bruv. I told you guys. Mo Salah, scumbag. Told you, look. I told you, look. Ridiculous.
It couldn't have happened to a better guy. Get it up, yeah. Do you know what, though? Salah's going to score. Captain, innit? Again.
No, I need to find the Liverpool one.
Any takers?
Whoa, Mr. Vegas.
بنالتي ليفربول. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا رب سجل صلاح ونفوز. يا رب بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله Yes! Liverpool win! Oh my God, bro!
To Frank Pong. No, that's
Yo,
not
big up my guy, man.
You fucking idiot! You animal!
Frimpong has it. Frimpong. That's going to be a pen. That's a handball. Ref. Yes, it's a penalty. Come on. It's a penalty for the Reds. Hannibal. A former United player. Hannibal. With a handball in the box, and it's going to be a penalty for us in the last seconds of the game. Oh my goodness. He scored 4.
Zia, one day you need to do a Liverpool watch along, man. Please, one day do a Liverpool watch along.
In the last second of this game, Mohamed Salah. Oh, what a penalty as well. Mohamed Salah goes like this, bro. Go like that to the haters. Sure, you might not have.
Everyone's reactions are like all the Liverpool fans' reactions I've seen are quite mid. If you'd have seen me, right, I was low on energy. I was dead. Sleep deprived. I did a 24-hour live stream. Genuinely, I was running around my room. I think I even ripped off my top. If I'd have done a watch along, it would have been, oh God, it would have been clipped and put into a movie. because, yeah.
Started this season in the best possible way, but he is Mr. Reliable. He is
Yeah, you got to do a watch along when we play you in the
one of
Champions
the
League.
best players in the world, and he stepped up for us yet again.
Frimpong. Oh,
Who,
he's
him?
giving it. Oh my Christ. Oh
We've
my
already
Christ.
seen you,
Talk
mate.
about Liverpool.
Wait,
I
who's this?
can't speak.
On! Get in there!
Oh, no.
Get in! Come on! Come on! Salah, please. Hey! Yeah, he's giving it. He's giving it. Come on, Salah, for the life with me, Salah. Please! 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 Come on! Come on! Fucking come on! Come on! Come on!
Behind the payroll.
Come on! Fucking come on! We caught life again! We caught life again!
Do you want to know his
Flipping
reaction? I
Hulk
want to look.
No way. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. Couldn't have happened to a better guy. He's crying. He's crying.
Did
He
N90 do a
looked us
watch
for our
along?
error. We'll get up there.
Did N90 do a watch along? Smash these likes, chat. Did N90? Oh, he did. Did N90 even react? I don't think N90 even reacted. Guys, look.
What do you mean you don't deserve that? If your hand's up and it's there, it's up in the nothing. Fuck off, man. Retake that. Fuck off. Come on. Jamie Liverpool yet again. Have it, Corey, have it. We'll take that, man. Take that. Take that, man. We will take that, guys. We'll take that, man. Happy with that.
This surely can't be N90's reaction. Penalty in the 90th minute. Yeah, I'll take that.
Offside. I know, I agree. We are
This is
1-0. Come on, we'll take that. We'll take
that
that.
is N90's reaction. N90, man. Jesus Christ. Come on, mate. Should we check out Uncle Rod's? Let's check out his reaction. Where is it? Here. What minute did we score again?
Yes! Bitch!
Oh no, I've got to see that
Get
again.
in there!
I've got to see that again.
Yes! Bitch!
95th. Is Isak starting tomorrow? I think he'll come off the bench, mate. Get these
Get
likes
in
up,
there!
man. Come on, let's get these likes firing.
Penalty, man. Yep. Come on. Salah, do not miss this. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. You can't miss this, bro. You can't miss this. Come on, come on. You cannot miss this. Yeah!
I thought his reaction to the penalty was...
Lucky.
I really wish I really wish I did a watch along, man. What was his reaction to the Szoboszlai free kick? Should we have a look?
7 minutes. Man. Wow.
It was 82nd minute, wasn't it?
Let's go. Oh! Yes! Yes!
Uncle, I love you, man. Like, I want to make sure you're okay.
Get in there, somebody! Get in there! What a free kick, boy! What a free kick!
Wait.
Get in there!
Rivals
Don't
react
piss about now.
to Liverpool.
Do not piss about now, bro.
1-0 Burnley.
Do not piss about.
Any other funny reactions we can take the mick? Laurie reacts to Liverpool's last-minute winner versus Burnley. Now I want to find like an actual someone's reaction.
Penalty, Liverpool. That's a penalty. 1-0, right at the dead. Scores! Yes! 1-0, gets in. We will take that. Well done.
Right.
Oh, they've done it. Oh, this guy really winds me up. I've got to react to this.
And they've done it again. Burnley 0. Liverpool 1. Mohamed Salah 95th minute penalty. 95th minute penalty. Hannibal, what are you doing? Your team defends brilliantly for 94, 95 minutes. Frimpong on the edge of the box puts in a cross. You turn around, what are you doing? Do you want to go back to the Championship? Mohamed Salah, 95th minute penalty. I've got it here. Look, Liverpool's first 4 games, right? They got 4 wins, yeah. But the minute of the decisive goal in each of those games, August 15th, they won 4-2 against Bournemouth. It was 2-2 in the 88th minute.
Cry more.
Chiesa scores. They go
Cry more.
4-2. 25th of August against Newcastle. 2-0 up, come back to 2-2. It's 2-2 in the 90 plus 10. Against 10-man Newcastle. Rio comes on, scores the winner.
Cry more.
31st of August against Arsenal. Szoboszlai, incredible free kick, 83rd minute. Hold my hands up. Fair play. They deserve that. And then today, 95 minutes. You know what? People say that, this is the sign of champions, not playing well, winning games. But usually it's 1 or 2 games across the entire season. This is the first 4, like every single one of these games, these first 4 games. I don't think Liverpool have played well in one of them. Bournemouth, all right, they were 2-0 up.
I don't think, okay. Cry about it, mate. What we doing here?
But then they threw it away 2-2, and then they found a way to win. Newcastle, they weren't playing well. I know they went 1-0 up, I think, before Anthony Gordon's red card, but they still didn't play well. They were 2-0 up against 10 men and then threw it away and then got the winner. Arsenal, I don't think they played particularly well. Arsenal were the better team in that first half. Liverpool grew into the game in the second.
Arsenal the better team. Still lost.
They weren't bad, but they weren't particularly good. They didn't look like champions. And then today, they're playing against a promoted side, a team that's probably going to go down. And it takes a 95th minute winner. Like Mohamed Salah today.
I've seen Newman score last minutes against absolute bums. What are we doing here?
Was absolutely dreadful. This guy is, his legs are going. He looks absolutely done. And then he stat pads in the 95th.
His legs are going. Your flipping trim's fucking going, mate. Shut up, man. Chatting absolute fucking waffle. Bloody cry about it.
Champions League finals.
Sullivan.
Cry about it, man. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Oh, Liverpool. I'm not even going to react. Because that'll annoy me. I'm trying to think of some other reactions.
Hello, welcome back to another video.
Hello, welcome back. I know. Did
we are talking football?
Yeah, just like always good.
Oh, random. And we was like, oh, that's handball. No.
They give him a pen.
It's
Fucking
handball.
it's handball.
shame play.
What?
Shame on you. Now, I want to get into this clip because Fozzie reacted to it on his stream, and I wanted to do my personal reaction. Where is it? Wirtz looks terrible. Apparently. According to the gal, Wirtz looks terrible.
Is isolation the recipe for true love?
It's definitely emotional.
I genuinely won't be able to tell you.
I got to keep it consistent and balanced. I heard that we acquired Holland for the Champions League. We were already winning the Prem. We were already successful. We went out and got this talent to take it to the next level. Now, surely Wirtz was not acquired for them just to win the Prem.
You said Florian Wirtz was acquired to win the Premier League or the Champions League. Who said that? Your flipping background or flipping physics and science and all that? Who? No one said that Florian Wirtz was brought for us to win the Champions League. Maybe some bum on Twitter, whoopee-doo.
They already proved that they could win the Prem with the players that they have.
All right, let's get to, and honestly, I'm not even trying to run a Twitter agenda or anything like that. But Florian Wirtz, 4 games.
Oh no, of course you go. You wouldn't do that.
Now against Burnley, hooked after 86 minutes. Honestly, bro, it's been 4 games. You guys are the Premier League champions. So
It's not been 4 games. Sorry, it's not been 4 months. You're judging a player 4 games. If that's the case, then mate, we can do that with many of your players. Where's flipping Airflick? It's got that bad. He's gone for a fucking buzz cut. We could do the exact same with your players.
A bit more grace because I've seen you turn around players' careers like Gravenberch after year 1. So maybe Florian Wirtz just needs a full year before we judge him. But
maybe
because of the amount of money he came in for, and because of the fact that you guys are the Premier League champions, I feel like there's a little bit of a counter action here. If this was Arsenal, or if this was Manchester United, or if this was Chelsea who signed Florian Wirtz, and after 4 games he looked this poor, he'd be getting a lot more criticism. But because you guys won the league,
Hey Gal, how many times have you watched Florian Wirtz this season? You probably watched him. Okay, you probably watched him against us. Against the Arsenal Liverpool game. Okay, cool. How many times have you watched him before he signed for us? Probably you haven't, have you? Yeah. Good.
kind of get more grace with the whole Florian Wirtz. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm just going to be honest. I don't think he's looked good, and I don't think he's up to full scratch yet and used to how it is over here in England. If he does get used to it, eventually you'll see Florian Wirtz picking up form, looking like the player that we expect him to be. But right now, he does not look that good. And when I say hooked, I mean you guys are looking for a goal. You took off your big summer signing to try to get a goal. To me, that is taking a player. That's hooking a player to bring in another player to try to get a goal. As much as you Liverpool fans want to say
it's called stylistically changing your play, mate. It's called using the squad you've built. Something that your manager has failed to do over the past couple of years. Utilizing the squad, not just overplaying the same players and then crying all of a sudden like little bitches. Oh, we've got injuries. Bukayo Saka, who's never won a trophy, he's now injured. Same with Odegaard. Same with Saliba. It's called utilizing your squad, mate.
He was hooked.
Something your manager can't do.
Of helping the team at that point to get the goal.
Smash the light.
He deemed other players. This is semantics. We're fighting over the argument of the word.
No. But the words
I think I'm being very fair. It's been 4 games. I've watched every single one of those games, and I think he's only.
No, you watch the ball. You don't watch the game. There's a difference between watching the ball than the game. How many times ago do you actually watch the football match? You just sit on your desk or wherever you do, and you're just following the ball. You're not actually watching the game from a different standpoint of view like other people do, where they actually watch what players are doing off the ball, actually thinking, yo, how that's actually helping my team play, how that's actually helping us stylistically, how that's actually helping us win games. You just watch the ball, mate. Sorry if you don't do any of that.
Shown glimpses for one half versus Arsenal, and the rest of the time he's been quite poor, broached off the ball quite easily, and I don't think it's unrealistic to say Florian Wirtz has not shown anything to Liverpool yet or glimpses yet to say, hey, this is the player we bought. But he can turn it around. It's just right now, it is a fair assessment to say he needs to do better.
So he does need to do better. The thing is that the language we use is important, right? Because there's certain connotations. When you use the word hooked rather than substituted, you're trying to elicit a certain emotion. And you know when you say, "Oh, hooked," and what do they say? Stinker and hooked or something like that, right? That's what people say. People say that because they're trying to be balanced, but they're trying to have a dig. And I get it. That's football. Like, we all do it. So, had I hoped for more from Florian Wirtz? Yes. I think he had a good second half performance against Arsenal. I think his second half against Bournemouth was decent. And he had shown glimpses again. His first half against Crystal Palace in Charity Shield, I think he was good. He was the best player in Germany for the last 2 seasons. So I think it's difficult to say that this guy is not world class or has world class potential because.
Big up to Rack, speaking facts.
He's the best player in Germany, right? But there may be a period of acclimatization. Maybe I was being unrealistic in my expectations. I thought that he would adapt more quickly. There has been a lot of change around him. There's been a lot of change to the front line. Yeah, I would be a lie if I said I didn't expect more from him. But I'm not going to be overly critical of him because we signed him for 5 or 6 years. We haven't signed him for 2 or 3 games. So I don't have any doubt that he will eventually show his quality. I really hope that it's not going to take a year for him to adapt because that will curtail our expectations for this season. I think we definitely need him for the business end of the season, so he will have a bedding in period. But the thing is, it's easier when you're getting the results.
Jay,
people will be more critical when if.
Footy, did you what happened on Uncle's stream again? And Jamie Phillips' show? Are you on about the trolls?
If we're not getting the results and he's also not performing well.
I was gonna bring Jay into it, but before I do that, we're gonna speak about Salah after you're done. Go ahead, bro. What are you saying?
Yeah, all good, man. I was Liverpool did it again. I don't think they were very good, but they did it again. Late goal. Salah was very bad actually, but Wirtz. I was listening to the conversation. I was a big Florian Wirtz fan. I say was past tense. I'm not jumping off the train, but I will say that when people talk about being Prem proven or doing it in the Premier League, it's not to say that people who are coming into the league aren't good. It's to say that these players can turn up and put in big performances. I think for me, Wirtz has he's not got into it. He's not shown us the levels. I think for 100 million plus, I think you're entitled to expect
Just to correct you on that, mate. It was exactly 100 million, not 100 million plus. Just thought I'd say that.
It's a lot of the reason that people were
What I missed.
Basically, just to get you caught up, we were speaking with Rack, and we're on to the case of Florian Wirtz. 4 games, no production yet. And
Where is
basically, he's here. He just went off screen. He's probably making tea. But yeah,
He's
that's
probably getting a fitted. He's probably going to put on a fitted shirt. All right.
But Jay's jumped off the Verts bandwagon pretty much.
No, yeah. My point is like it's not just people can say it's not just about why is it just about output? Well, I mean, well, Curtis Jones can help you link the play. Curtis Jones can help you. You know what I mean? Like it's you're not paying that much money for that skill set. You have players that can do that. So
Bro, he hasn't even shown glimpses in 3 games.
it's there's different things. There's strength, there's timing, there's pace, there's energy. Like I don't think if you look at across the 4 games, I don't think he's shown in any way, shape, or form the player that he was before. So I think you can easily say, okay, he'll improve, he'll get
I
better.
completely disagree. I think this is where it comes down to these guys only watch Premier League. They only watch the top 6 clubs because they would have mentioned that Florian Wirtz is playing a different style of play. He's playing a different type of system than he was at Bayer Leverkusen. First of all, Florian Wirtz is actually playing out of position. Technically, Florian Wirtz is actually playing out of position because at Leverkusen he was playing as a left 10. They actually played with 2 10s Leverkusen, and he's playing as a more of a left-sided attacker rather than a central attacker, which we only play with 1 central attacker at the club. You then also factor in, saying he's not showed anything. I think he has. He's shown me the tempo setter that I think he can be, the way he can actually dictate the ball, how the pace of the game is gone. In all the games he has played for the club, I think he's shown glimpses of that. I think he's shown glimpses in his passing ability. I think he's actually shown glimpses when he's actually bypassed players. And he did that in the Arsenal game. He did that in the Bournemouth game. So this narrative of the factor he's not showed any glimpses at all is a load of rubbish. Has he been 10 out of 10? No. Has he been signing of the season so far? No. Has he been player of the season so far? No. Has he actually shown glimpses? Yes.
But you can also judge it and be like, it's been 4 games and they've not been good games. He's had a few moments, but like it's not really clicking for him at the moment. But he's also not playing well. Yeah, so he's not playing well within himself, and he's not really helping the team to.
I think that just goes to show the fact that if Florian Wirtz is not playing well, and we're not playing well, but we're still picking up points. In fact, basically, off their logics, we're playing with 10 men. Congratulations to us. We've won 4 games with 10 men. The way they're talking like he's done absolutely nothing. We're basically playing with 10 men. So that means we deserve even more credit then for the way we're actually picking up wins and points.
A huge level, whilst he's not killing the team. Do you know what I mean? It's not like he's not the reason why Liverpool's performances aren't really, really high at moments, but he's also not helping the team. He's not showing any X factor. He's not. So it's not a coincidence in a couple of games when they're looking for a goal, he's coming off. Yeah, they're saying, okay, I think our best chances of getting a goal in this moment are without you on the pitch.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it's or with this other player on the pitch instead of you.
Trust me. Listen, this is uncomfortable, and I myself, I don't like speaking of a rival without the rival really being present. Like in a case like this, like it would be great to actually not only hear Rax's reaction to this, but see it, because you can see when the information, like what Jay was just spitting, you can see when it's kind of getting under the skin of the rival, where things that are being.
How is he getting under the skin, mate? You're acting like you sat in a fucking press conference, mate. Like, shut up.
Being true. It's unfortunate we can't see that of Rax right now. But
oh my God, we can't see the body language. We can't see this. We can't see that. Like, fucking hell, mate. Just chat ball. We don't need to. We're not here for fucking drama. We need to see the body language, how it's coming across. Like, it's not a fucking movie.
Say this. Liverpool and their fan base, they don't get a bly with how Wirtz is talked about. Everybody, and we did this even before Wirtz came to Liverpool. We said, you're going to be judged, and you got to hit the ground running, because that was the same allowance that was given to a Caicedo. That was the same allowance given to Fernandez. That was the same allowance, not even to the same.
What about Savinho? What about Jeremy Doku? What about all the signings you made since then? I don't think particularly Marmoush has set the world completely alight. I think he's shown glimpses, but he's not been absolutely fantastic. When you guys all signed Marmoush, you was all fucking jizzing yourselves. What about your signings that you've made? Huh? We could do the exact same for you. Oh, he needs time. Pep Guardiola's going through a tough time. He's going through a divorce. So let the players gel. Like, let's all feel sorry for 115 FC, 2008. You've only been supporting City for 3 weeks. Like, mate, give it a rest.
Price tag, but that was talked about with Holland. So I'm going to throw this out because, Igal, you know how it is. You know how it is. Over here at CIA?
Over here, now it's a science lesson. Oh God.
Hit him with the intelligent talk, right? Over when we talk ball, including Jay and Igal, we got to talk intelligently. Now, this is
intelligently. Well, Igal hasn't mentioned nothing about Florian Wirtz in terms of a stylistic standpoint of view, what he's done on a football pitch. And Jay, all he said is he's a Florian Wirtz fan, but he just hasn't performed well. So where's the intelligent talk? If we're going off intelligent talk, why does Igal put most of Arsenal players in a combined 11 with Real Madrid, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Liverpool? Where's the intelligent talk there? Where's the evidence to back it up? Where's the intelligence there, mate? You talk about intelligence. I could flip the same thing back on you.
I heard, and I got to keep it consistent and balanced. I heard that we acquired Holland for the Champions League.
I heard that you was backing up Jeremy Doku, mate. He's been in the league for 3 years. He's the new, fast, exciting winger. He's going to get your bums off your seat. Do you get what I'm saying? You know, we want to talk about the body language and all that. I can do that with you, mate. Do you get what I'm saying?
We were already winning the Prem. We were already successful. We went out and got this talent to take it to the next level.
Yeah, exactly the same for us, mate. We were already successful. Like, you know, we've been successful for multiple decades. Just thought I'd get that in. And we've just won the Premier League as well. So we've been successful as well. So if you're going off that logic, we want to use the exact same thing for Florian Wirtz then, mate. No? No, didn't think that.
Now, surely Wirtz was not acquired for them just to win the Prem. They already proved that they
Who said Florian Wirtz was acquired for us to win the Premier League? I didn't see Arne Slot mention it. I didn't see any analysts, people that speak on the club, mention that Florian Wirtz is here to win us another Premier League. I didn't see anyone say that. So where's your intelligent talk saying that this has, you know, happened? I think it's just that thing on the right-hand side, mate. You've just got an absolute fat agenda.
Win the Prem with the players that they have, with the squad that they had prior. Wirtz is
I sat here with a fucking science background thinking he's in physics teacher when he's in a press conference.
So the criticism and the judgment is fair.
But the one thing I'd say there on that is, and that Liverpool fans underestimate, and when I was coming into the season, I thought it was something we should mention, is that Liverpool had arguably the best midfield in the league last season. They had.
I thought it was Manchester City. Everyone was going about Rodri. He's this Ballon d'Or winner. He's so important. I thought people would talk about Arsenal, Declan Rice, you know, Hair Flick FC, Mikel Moreno. What can't he do? Just saying. Everyone was calling Szoboszlai Burn. People were saying Ryan Gravenberch's, you know, I'll watch when he gasses. And then we play the rivals. I hate that. Do you know when you go on stream and you talk, oh yeah, the rivals are riled. Like, no, they're not. You're rattling fucking virgins, mate, who sit online all day and fucking just chat rubbish on Twitter with flipping Ronaldo as their profile pic. Like, shut up, mate.
The best balance, Sobo, McAllister.
You man was all calling Szoboszlai crap, bang average. So where's this narrative? Where's clips of you guys saying that Liverpool got the best midfield in the league?
The Gravenberch, it worked. So you're trying to improve something that helped you win the league. So it's already like you're already at a very high level. So as soon as you take things out of that, levels are going to drop. Sobo's been excellent this season wherever he's played, and I think sometimes you look at it and you say, if it wasn't for the transfer fee, you'd probably be reverting back to the last season's midfield. Yeah, you probably would, like, based on pure performance, you want to play Wirtz into the game.
I disagree with you there, mate, because Arne Slot has shown as a manager, no matter how much you cost, no matter who the fuck you are, if you're not playing well, I'm taking you off. I'm not playing you in games. If you'd have watched Liverpool, like you guys are saying, you would have seen that throughout the season. You would have seen it on game week 1 with Juro Kwanzaa. Hooked at half time, Konate in. We've seen it many times throughout the whole of last season. So this narrative of, oh, it's the price tag. It's got nothing to do with the price tag.
He hasn't been absolutely woeful, but he's just not shown the levels. So
What are the levels? Tell me, because you got this science dude on your show talking about the intelligence and that. What are the levels of Florian Wirtz? Please tell me, because you're talking about the weaknesses, the threats, the targets. I can literally see it on your screen. Please tell me where these are in Florian Wirtz, please. No.
Based on pure, like, if it wasn't for like Frimpong being injured, like Sobo would deserve to start.
Yeah.
Wirtz probably.
Jay, I want to stay on that point. Because again, when we look at things, and we got to be observant, and anyone challenged for the league or defending the league have to be under the same pressure, right? We as rivals need to apply this pressure and ask these questions.
But you know something? City, because they would win the league, when they bring in a player who doesn't perform well for the first season, Pep excuse where his first season is difficult for a player, he always gets that first year blind. So Liverpool right now, even though we don't like it because they won the league last year, they get the blind because of how.
This is where we got to be consistent.
I do think a big portion of the media will not stick it on Liverpool for Florian Wirtz because of how.
I mean, they will, because the media thinks Florian Wirtz cost us 150 million. And you guys have fed into that trap. That's already incorrect, Gal.
Because of the fact that they won the league last year and they're Premier League champions.
But the big portion of the media.
Now, if it comes to the end of the season and they're not Premier League champions again, and Florian Wirtz continues to perform like this, then we'll see more and more stick. Yeah, I do think because you're the current Premier League holders, you do get a little bit. I do see the Premier League holders tend to get a little bit less criticism from the masses.
No, but hold on, but Igal, and I'll let Beta carry on this point, is that I think that if it's not, like, obviously we expect Wirtz to improve, and it's not that they're carrying him. I don't think Liverpool are carrying Wirtz. He's just not moving the needle for them. Yeah,
no, but regardless.
So I think Liverpool are fine with them winning, and
so 1 minute he needs to be dropped now. We're fine when we're winning. So which one is it? Which one is it, mate? I mean, you're a Spurs fan, so doesn't surprise me. Again, I don't know what Rack's opinion is. Big up to Gal. I actually think Gal actually talked a bit of sense there. But this intelligence, this science teacher, expressing this narrative of we need to put pressure on the rivals. They need to feel the pressure. Florian Wirtz hasn't played well. 1 minute, mate, you're backing your own players. Jeremy Doku, what's he done? All he's done is run. I can go outside and run myself. I won't actually right now because it's absolutely pouring it down and rain. What's Savinho done? Oh, he sat a Southampton player on his arse. Actually, Florian Wirtz did that actually on Sunday. And you know one thing with these 4 people on the panel, big up to Rack. I can tell instantly these guys only watch the ball. They don't watch the football match. They just watch the ball and be like, Florian Wirtz, oh wait, he's lost it. Yeah. We won't actually watch him off the ball to see what he does. Hence why they've not mentioned the facts of his style of play, that he's played differently from last season, the amount of sprints, the press that he starts. They're not mentioning any of these sort of things, because otherwise this science teacher here would have mentioned it on his strengths. The amount of runs he's making, the runs off the ball, dropping deep, collecting the ball and releasing it forward. I was hoping his science teacher would do that because he's got strengths, weakness, threats, and targets. Do you get what I'm saying? Tell me Florian Wirtz's targets, mate. Because it's about intelligence. Do you get what I'm saying, mate? But no, all you've done is say, oh, he's not played well. He's not played well. Oh, my. I was going to say something, but nah. Nah. Can't be giving my time of day. Big up to my boy Fozzy, man, in the chat. Hope you're well, my dude. Smash the like, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to Fozzy, man. Get him to 3,000 subscribers. ASAP.
He's gonna contribute to the success. So because of that, I think yes, we're gonna criticize him as £100 million player, but Liverpool will look at his success as a signing as to whether or not they win trophies. They won't be as concerned about the GA.
If Liverpool Football Club win the league at the end of the season, am I going to give a toss if Florian Wirtz got no goals? No. Hey, if we win the league with Florian Wirtz in the team, then we've done the unthinkable, because these men are acting like we're playing with 10 men. The way that they're playing is like Florian Wirtz is literally invisible when playing with 10 men. God, we're going to become then the first Premier League champions to play with 10 men in every single game. Wow. Always breaking records, my club. Love to see it. Can't wait to win the league with 10 men.
And the individual moments as we will, they're just going to see, okay, if this guy helps us win leagues, he's worth the money we spend. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, but what I wanted to chime in, Jay and Igal, I hear you with regards to the end of the season talk, but that didn't change the criticism or evaluation or monitoring as the season went on. So the only thing, the reason why I'm not saying it's not apples to apples, because, and you're forgetting, even with regards to the criticism with Wright, it's a record signing. Well, there was crazy criticism.
He's actually not our record signing. It's actually Alexander Isak. So that's another fact that you've got incorrect. I would have thought you would have come with a bit more facts and, stuff like that. With, you talk about your intelligence with your science background. Just saying.
With Jack Grealish, but not so much of other players that don't quite have that same price tag. This is a record signing in Wirtz.
No, it isn't a record signing because it's Alexander Isak, mate. It's Alexander Isak. You're showing your weaknesses, mate. So you got it on your board, your weaknesses. You didn't know the actual true fact. What about your all-time signings, huh? We can go with Jack Grealish. He's now playing for Everton. Oh, but it's Pep's fault. It's the way we play football. This and that. Savinho, Gonzalez. I think Marmoush hasn't set the world alight. We could do that with all your recent signings. Reinders has looked average at best. We could do the exact same with your players, mate. Oh, but it doesn't suit the narrative because it's my club.
Not saying that he's not going to get better, but until he gets better, he deserves all of this criticism and all of this pressure. And on top of that, what I found interesting what Jay said, when you have this amount of investment in terms of certain players, there is pressure on playing them. Now, when I said I'm curious to see how Liverpool adjusts and how this and how Arnie deals with things, because
I completely disagree with when it comes to price tags. When we spent 80 million quid, 65 million quid on Darwin Núñez in his first season, there was actually a point in time where he was being more used as an impact sub rather than an actual first team starter. So again, it's not the same for every single player at football club, mate.
How is he going to deal with the pressure of playing this player with this records transfer or not? And how is he going to manage the egos? That's something that is very challenging to do. And I'm sitting back, but I got to apply pressure as I'm sitting back and watching it.
Hopefully you enjoyed this video.
Apply pressure, mate. Flipping out. I'm feeling the absolute gegenpress from you, mate. Jesus. Gotta be honest, mate. I don't think anyone would genuinely. Yeah.
Dandruff Flex dictating your outfit choice.
Absolute rubbish. Absolute. Actually, I think there's another clip as well. Let me have a look. Big up to Fozman. Igal versus Gyökeres. Well, this should be interesting. Wait, sorry, what did I just see? Where did I just see it?
One more. How heavy does Gyökeres look now?
Still looks heavy.
Still looks incredibly heavy, mate.
Still looks
heavy.
Hey,
Still looks heavy. Still looks heavy.
Still scoring goals.
Like the thing is that like obviously was it Murillo was off injured at that point, was he?
Yeah, Murillo got injured after 40 minutes.
Okay, so obviously, I mean, like, Gyökeres is always going to score goals. I don't think anyone doubts that he's going to score goals. In the big game,
though, it seemed like you did with the weight thing.
I still don't think he's a leading striker, a top striker. But you don't necessarily need that. You just need someone who can score goals and contribute. And I don't.
You were getting goals from Kai Havertz, right? And Moreno. Like you actually have an attacking player in that position. You're gonna get goals. The hesitation or the criticism that some of the rivals were saying is like he doesn't look like he's gonna be the guy if he's gonna be considered top 2, top 3 in this league, right? In terms of how impactful or the type of dominant player that he's gonna be. But in your system, he's gonna collect goals.
Yeah, I'm more like, is he gonna help? Like, say you play City, yeah, is he gonna
be in the Golden Boot race come the end of the season?
Yeah, no, of course. And listen, if he scores 20 plus goals and Arsenal win the league, huge success. Even if he scores 15 plus, that's fine. Yeah,
Every we're gonna do an update.
If you want me to be googling,
if you want something to talk about, if you just want us to come on here,
bro,
we can also do that.
Okay,
I mean,
well, listen,
because I'm not gonna lie to you, the agenda for Gyökeres is not the same for Sesko. Sesko is at Manchester United. Everyone's just like,
well, no, mate, because Victor Gyökeres is being brought in to take you man to the next level. Manchester United are going from 15th. You're aiming to bring in Gyökeres to take you to the next level to win you the league title, go one step further in the Champions League, actually to try and win a major trophy. So there should be more pressure on Victor Gyökeres than Benjamin Sesko.
No, that's a 16th place team. That's a 16th place team.
He costs way more and is having way worse performances. Nobody cares. Ekitike doesn't do shit for Liverpool the last 2 games. Nobody cares. It's just
Ekitike was all right.
He didn't do nothing yesterday. I mean, last time.
Ekitike
this season has been better than Gyökeres this season.
Okay, listen.
That's not true.
That is absolutely.
I will say this. Yeah.
3 goals in 4 games, buddy.
Okay.
Gyökeres had a good game.
Ekitike has 3 goals. He's also looked better. He also needs to play much better.
Is the Community Shield a real game now? All of a sudden. Ooh.
No, I don't consider it. But you're saying in the games. I'm saying that in the games. If you don't want to count it, fine. Then he's got 2 goals. But his contribution outside of that has been much better than Gyökeres.
What did he contribute in the game versus Arsenal?
Okay, that's one specific.
And what did Gyökeres contribute in that game? I'm pretty sure
you're going to say 2 chances. Those chances were shit.
No, the Timber was not shit. That was a clear shot.
Come on.
A
clear shot goal from where?
From the right side of the box.
Do you really think Gyökeres has played better than?
At the end of the season, Ekitike
I'm saying Ekitike hasn't done nothing for the last 2 games, but because he plays for the Premier League champions and they win the games, nobody cares. When Arsenal win a game,
you're trotting this line out. You're trotting this line out every
when Arsenal win a game,
whenever something.
No, it's true though. When Arsenal win a game,
it's not true. It's your opinion. It's your opinion, Igal. That's not true. Please confirm this is your opinion. I'd like to confirm this is your opinion, please. Not fact. This is your opinion. Okay. Okay, we can agree on that.
What I see is Gyökeres wins the game, first game of the season, at Old Trafford versus Manchester United. Doesn't have a good game. Guess what? He gets criticized. Ekitike, first top 6 game versus a top side like Arsenal. What did he do? nothing, and no criticism. The next game versus Burnley,
No,
nothing.
because you're saying that he did nothing. He didn't do nothing.
My
He was
point-
dropping
my
deep.
point
He was linking up play. He was trying to build. He was trying to build attacks.
My point.
Facts. And this is where I go back to my point I mentioned earlier. Igal only watches the ball. He doesn't watch the game.
My point is, Gyökeres is looked under a bigger microscope than all these other guys. That's a fact.
But it also.
It's not. You're saying it's a fact. It's not a fact. It's your opinion. It's your
No,
opinion.
it is a fact based on what we see on a regular basis.
No, it's not a fact. It's not a fact.
Based on what we see.
There's more Google searches. There's more Google searches about Gyökeres being poor at Arsenal than
Igal. Okay, Igal. I'm going to call you off. Igal, I'm going to call you off.
This data?
Igal,
Why do you have this data?
Show me the
find
quantity of
this
Google
data?
searches. I want to see this Google search data that you've got.
That can actually be proven.
Speak now, or forever hold your peace. Show me the Google search data, Igal.
I don't believe Igal has the proof.
Meet the new Status Pro. Pick up the Google Pixel 10.
Igal doesn't like it, man. Honestly.
You can't be making up this stuff and then not, and say you've got the data and then not have the data.
We want to see the data.
I'm gonna real time. One second. I am gonna show you guys real time the comparison between the two. But you also have to remember, Florian Wirtz right now.
Don't straw man your own argument. Don't straw man your own argument, Igal. Don't straw man your argument was that there's more.
This is what I mean. I can't. I'm actually not going to watch this because how can you listen to this as a proper football debate, all just shouting, speaking over each other? There's no real calm and collective actually dissecting about a player, about a game, and analysing. It's just, I need to be loud and shouting like I show speed. I'm sorry, but I can't watch that. I'm gonna be truly honest with you guys. I'm gonna be truly honest. Can't. Sorry. That's ultimately jarring. But on the back to the Champions League. There's some interesting games tonight to watch. We've got Bilbao, Arsenal. We're going to do a watch along. Some good games, Juventus, Dortmund. You got Real Madrid tonight as well. Tomorrow night, let's have a look at tomorrow night's games. Bayern, Chelsea will be good. PSG, Atalanta, Ajax, Inter. Obviously, we play. On Thursday now, there's some real good bunch of games. You got Napoli, City, obviously KDB going back there. Newcastle, Barca. Some really, really, really good games. I did do a predictions video on the game, and I did also say I think Liverpool will win the game. Also, people, if you're really joining the tradition, rewind it. I did speak about what I do think the combined 11, sorry, the team will be. It looks like Julian Alvarez is going to be out. And obviously, Isak looks like he's going to be confirmed to get a decent amount of minutes. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. I also am doing a show in about an hour with my man Touchline. So make sure you look out for that, because that is later and it's about an hour's time. And then obviously after that, we have got the watch along for the Liverpool game as well. So this is why I watch you in Anfield Irish, not that toxic rival that's exactly I can't be asked. Watch any of them to boost my IQ goes down. Yeah. It doesn't. People say we spend too much money on Van Dijk and have short-term memories. We've seen it many times where players are coming to Liverpool and everyone's criticised them. What happens 2-3 months later, they click. This is exactly why I'm not, again, concerned. Because and the same people, for some people signing Chiesa, they spent 200 million in January City as well. But again, no one will talk about their flops. They think he's a flop because they're thick and rage baiting. Exactly, man. It's all about getting the clicks. That's what people are bothered about these days. People smash the like, subscribe if you are new. These morons would have called Bergkamp and Henry flops after few games. these things take time. Saying versus a flop is saying I don't know anything. Yep. Why the football is on? That guy's watching CSI. Yeah, big up to Fozzie, man. Footy Arsenal no league title in 21 years, no League Cup 32, no FA Cup for 6 years. Yep. Your spots on, they do talk. That a gal said Arteta should be sacked last season if they did win the league. Now he's changed it because they're all flip flops. So the media saying we've won 4 league titles. The Flying Verts price tag is very annoying. It's literally 100 million. That's it. Bilbao have got Bilbao 745. Yeah, go do a watch along of that, mate. I watched a few before the research purposes, trying to find out if the Arsenal ones actually have. The only Arsenal fan I actually can watch without probably getting infuriated is probably Lee Gunner. Because that guy will actually, if Arsenal win big and they actually play well, he'll be reasonable. If Arsenal actually crap, he'll call it out. Do you get what I'm saying? So that's why I respect him as a football content creator, other than some of these other Arsenal fans, because we all know if you glaze Arsenal, gets you clicks. It's as simple as that. Glaze Arsenal, it gets you the clicks, which is what all people care about and want. Do you get what I'm saying? So, yes, it's going to be an interesting. It's going to be an interesting game tomorrow. Champions League. What games? What do we have coming up on the channel for you guys? So if I go to my channel, I did do a preview this morning, so make sure you'll watch that. So in terms of content coming up, we obviously did the show with my man Zia yesterday. Obviously the 24-hour stream. In terms of other content, obviously we got the show with Touchline in just about an hour. And then obviously we got the watch along tonight. Obviously I'll watch along tomorrow, then we'll do the match reaction as well. So we've got content. Yes, and yes. So there won't be no watch along on Saturday because of that. See Sky, because I'm gonna try and get a match reaction if I can on the day as well. See Sky Sports the other day actually good. See it's TV. I can't wait for the derby. Come on, Bilbao. I think Bilbao will lose. I think Arsenal will probably win that 2-0 or something like that. 2 or 3-0. To be honest, I don't. I'll be intrigued. I'll be certainly intrigued though. I might watch Arsenal at Bilbao and then Juventus Dortmund. Yeah, I'm probably gonna watch Arsenal and then I'm probably gonna watch Real Madrid Marseille because I'm intrigued. You know, Trent Hayalong. All my blues. They're all blues. How many reds do you got in your family, Anne? Are they actually all blues? That is peak. Abaruji, that is actually that's actually peak, I'll be honest. If all your family are actually blues, then yeah, it's long. Only you're the only Liverpool fan in the family. Wow. Wow. Yeah, so it's probably, yeah, if we lose, then it's long for you. It's actually long for you, innit? But yeah, chat, we're going to wrap up here. We're doing an hour and a half on today's preview. Spoke about the game. Look, I think we win ultimately. If you want to watch also a mini bite-size version of my preview, go to my channel and click on the videos. We are going to be going back live in about 15 minutes. Shock. But yeah, we're going to go back live in about 15 minutes. We're going to cook my man Touchline. He's a Man United fan. So we're going to cook him. And yeah, we'll chat a bit more about Liverpool as well. And then we've got the watch along tonight. So we've got 2 more streams today. Appreciate everyone joining in. And yeah, it's been a very, very good stream. Hit the like on your way out. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel on that road to 2,400. We're 2 away from 2,330. So potentially we can get that today. Oh God, yeah, I feel for you, mate. Yeah, see you over there. Big up to everyone, man. Smash the like, subscribe. We're out. We're gonna raise that stream. You don't have to obviously wait till we go live. Join it, click a like, get what you want, and then come back to the stream. Take care. See you later. Bye.